This is the story of Disney Bear, A Day at the Magic Kingdom. Late one night in Toontown, Mickey Mouse sat in his bedroom, wide awake. He was so excited about spending a new day at the Magic Kingdom, he couldn't sleep a wink. So, holding on to his favorite old teddy bear, he decided to journey out towards the castle that stood at the center of the park. Sitting in front of the castle, Mickey thought of all the fun he would soon be having. It was still too early for his friends to be awake, and Mickey wished he had someone to play with right now. Suddenly, Mickey heard the sound of tiny, tinkling bells. He looked up and saw Tinker Bell fluttering above him. She had heard Mickey's wish. Tink flew down, waved her wand, and stuffed Mickey's teddy full of magical pixie dust. To Mickey's surprise, the bear sprang to life. He picked up the bear and gave him a giant hug. As they hugged, the shape of Mickey's ears and head appeared on Disney Bear's face. The magical mark was Tink's way of showing them that they'd always have each other to share fun memories with. As morning grew near, Mickey bubbled with excitement. "I can't wait to show you all of the fun things to do and see here," he exclaimed. "Let's go." He grabbed Disney Bear's hand, and the two new friends ran off to Adventureland. They hopped aboard the magic carpets of Aladdin and soared through the morning sky. "Look at that sunrise," Mickey said and pointed. Disney Bear started to look towards the horizon when, splat, he was hit with wet camel spit. On the Jungle Cruise, Mickey drove the riverboat past lions, hippos, and elephants. "Look!" Disney Bear exclaimed, pointing to a sleepy-looking hippo. Mickey spun around just in time to the spray with water squirting out of the hippo's nose. The two of them laughed and laughed, just like the hyena on the shore. Then Disney Bear heard a strange sound coming from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. A trio of odd-looking buccaneers was singing loudly. Disney Bear giggled when he saw a parrot perched on one of their shoulders. He looked silly in his parrot-sized pirate hat and eye patch. In Frontierland, Disney Bear and Mickey visited the Country Bear Jamboree. They sang along with the bears and hopped and hollered. "Yee-haw!" Mickey shouted. They clapped their hands and stomped their feet. "That was fun," Mickey said when it was over. "Of course," Disney Bear answered. "Bears are always fun." Mickey and Disney Bear saw that the Magic Kingdom was now filled with kids and adults all joining in on the fun. They headed over to Splash Mountain and watched the people and logs plunge into the briar patch. "Let's try not to get wet again," Mickey said as they both jumped back from the spray, just in time. The two friends explored the dirt trails and creaky barrel bridges on Tom Sawyer's Island. Mickey ran ahead of Disney Bear and popped out from one of the caves. "Boo!" he shouted. "Did I scare you?" "I'm not scared of anything," Disney Bear bravely replied. "Well, then," Mickey said, "we should visit the Haunted Mansion next." As they approached the mansion, Disney Bear heard a spooky howl coming from inside the gates. He even thought he saw a ghost. The little bear ran and hid behind Mickey. He peeked his head out and whispered, "How about the big riverboat instead?" Fantasyland was next. Mickey and Disney Bear headed straight for Dumbo, the flying elephant. Disney Bear got to pilot the control lever during the entire ride. They climbed high into the sky and then quickly dropped back down. "No spitting camels to worry about here," Mickey reassured his pal. Mickey and Disney Bear had a great time singing along with children from all over the world in It's a Small World. Disney Bear sat in awe as he watched the colorful dancers, soldiers, and animals singing in different languages. "I'm going to sing that song for the rest of the day," Disney Bear announced as they got off the boat. "It's a small world after all." On Peter Pan's flight, the two friends gazed in wonder as their pixie-dusted pirate ship left the ground and sailed off toward Neverland. "We've sure seen lots of pixie dust today," Mickey said, smiling at his favorite teddy. But Disney Bear was too busy watching Peter Pan make a fool of the dastardly Captain Hook. "Get him, Peter!" he shouted, swinging a make-believe sword at the captain. As they rode the spinning teacups at the Mad Tea Party, Alice in Wonderland waved to Mickey and Disney Bear. "Don't be late for the afternoon parade on Main Street," he said. "You don't want to miss it." Mickey and Disney Bear hurried off to Main Street, USA. Mickey gave Disney Bear a chocolate ice cream bar shaped just like Mickey's head, and the two of them sat on the curb to watch the parade. The music started and Disney Bear clapped along. As the floats passed by, Disney Bear waved to all the characters. He counted all of the 7 dwarfs. He even blushed when Cinderella blew him a kiss. After the parade, it was time for some space-age fun. In Tomorrowland, the two of them spotted Lilo and Stitch. "Do you think they'd give me their autograph?" Disney Bear asked. "Why, of course," Mickey answered. "Stitch happens to be a personal friend of mine." Disney Bear handed a piece of paper to Stitch, and Stitch put it in his mouth. Lilo snatched the paper away and shook her finger at him. Lilo showed Stitch the proper way to sign an autograph, and Stitch obeyed her. "Thanks," Disney Bear said. They got on board the Astro Orbiter spaceships and zoomed into the sky. The afternoon was ending and stars began to appear above them. It felt like they were actually flying through space. It was now dark and Disney Bear's feet were starting to get tired. "I have just the thing to help," Mickey said. The two of them headed back to Main Street, USA and hopped aboard the Walt Disney World railroads. "All aboard!" Disney Bear shouted. The two friends hopped on the train and took a relaxing trip around all of Walt Disney World. They saw lots of the rides they had visited and some they hadn't. "I can't believe how much fun we had today," Disney Bear said. When they returned to Main Street, USA, Disney Bear stared in amazement at all the twinkling lights on the buildings. The castle was aglow with changing colors. "The Magic Kingdom sure is beautiful at night," the bear said. Then, high in the night sky, Tinkerbell appeared. She soared over the castle, waving her magic wand. The sky lit up in a dazzling display of fireworks, music, and pixie dust, just like the pixie dust Tinkerbell had sprinkled on Disney Bear earlier that day. They both waved to Tinkerbell, and for a moment Disney Bear thought he could see her waving back at them. Mickey was happy that she had heard his wish for a new friend. The two sleepy friends went back to Mickey's house as the fireworks were ending. They could see the very last blast through Mickey's window. As the two of them drifted off to sleep, Mickey said, "The best times are a lot more fun when you have a friend to share them with." Disney Bear yawned and said, "They sure are." The end. And here's Disney Bear.